This little circuit board represents a big change for DCC model trains. Let's talk about it. Earlier this year, I gave you an update on my DCC-EX system after 2 years of operation. I mentioned I had a new motor shield powering the system. This is that motor shield, and it was made specifically for DCC-EX. Now, if you don't know what DCC-EX is, I'll have the videos linked right up here as well as at the end of this video for that, and I will link their website right here in the description. Basically, it's a highly affordable model railroad DCC control system you can build yourself. Now, the shield is the EX Motor Shield 8874 by Semify. They worked with DCC-EX to create this shield, and it's got quite a lot of features that not only make the system pretty incredible, it also makes building a DCC-EX base station a lot less intimidating. This board is a shield that is designed to fit on top of an Arduino Uno or Mega. It is compatible with all microcontrollers that can run DCC-EX officially, such as the STM32 Nucleo. This is the really big deal with it though. The EX motor shield has 2 channels that can drive up to 5 amps per channel. For reference, the standard shield used in most DCC-EX setups only drives about 1.5 amps, and that is the limit imposed onto it by the DCC-EX software. What does this mean? This means bigger layouts in bigger scales can be powered by DCC-EX. Another amazing thing about this shield is that it can power the Arduino or other microcontroller without blowing it out with too much power. Before, you had to cut a trace on the bottom of the motor shield so that you didn't short out the Arduino. This means that you can plug a single power supply into the EX motor shield and it will power everything. No more of the setups like I used to have where you had multiple power hookups for just one setup. Another really cool feature for this shield is these quick disconnects for the track connections. No more screw terminals every time you need to reconnect a wire, which is actually really awesome. These connections are the same as Roku and Zemo command stations if you use those, so it is super easy to change from those to this. You can even stack 2 of these shields, allowing for 4 completely independent output channels. Each channel can be DC or DCC with just some minor soldering on the second of the 2 stacked boards, and they're working on ways of stacking more than 2 for purely DCC operations. Now, I know that some of you are unsure of the process of installation and building one of these setups. Let me show you just how simple that Semify and the DCC-EX team has made this. First of all, this thing attaches to an Arduino just like the normal motor shield. Then we can use the EX installer to configure the DCC-EX command station for the EX motor shield. You'll select the Arduino or microcontroller that you have hooked up that you will be loading it into. Then you'll select any of the additional things that you need to tell it, like what motor shield you're using. In this case, you'll select that EX motor shield option, and you can also select if you have a Wi-Fi setup with it, and if you also have any sort of LCD display as well. And then you'll just follow the steps through and you will go through the installation process, and you just click load. And then you've got a DCC-EX base station. It's that easy. Now, I was lucky enough to get one of these on the small initial run. The guys at Semify are starting a Crowdsupply campaign for the shield, so I'm going to link that below so that you can check it out when it gets started so they can really ramp up their production on these. And I'm also going to link their Tindie page, but the motor shield is sold out there, so you really can't get it there right now. If you want to see how to build a DCC-EX base station in its entirety, I'll link my original video on the building of a base station here, and I'll list all of the parts below. Now, be sure to check out my other channel, Jimmy's Trains. If you just enjoy watching model trains run, that's what I've been doing over there. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe. be kind, and happy railroading.